Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Come on, Dire Team, pick it good. Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Radiant Team pick!
Warchief.
Dire Team pick!
Brewmaster.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Polarity stream.
10 seconds to pick your
We're
hero,
going on a little detour, I
moron.
suppose, and I also got a co-commentator this
Yeah,
time
what's up,
around.
everybody?
It'll be fine.
This is Moses here, joining Whiplash. Yeah, like you said, we have a detour. One of the teams competing today is also part of the CSL. That's the Collegiate Star League.
Yeah, Collegiate Star League.
So they're the UCF team, and they could not reschedule a match, so they're playing it now. And since this basically puts our round robin on hold, we're just gonna stream and wait for that.
Yeah, and we figured, hey, if we have some players
Come on,
playing,
Radiant Team,
might
you
as well
gotta pick
stream
'em
them. And
Weaver.
yeah, I go to UCF currently, so I got to support the Knights.
Oh yeah, and I went to UF, University of Florida, so obviously I am not the biggest Alabama fan.
Yeah, so that's Team Crimson Guard, by the way. They're Alabama.
Yes.
KNIGHTMARE is UCF.
You can see half their logo there.
You really
Yeah.
gotta pick a hero. You got 10
In that
seconds
banner.
left.
The way that the banners work,
you
it's
better
just
pick
like
your
Yeah,
hero.
fold it
it's
over.
5 seconds.
yeah.
Oh, Dire Team ban.
Monkey King.
Okay.
Also, we're sorry about the
graphical issue.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know what's happening. The graphics have been pretty normal so far in game, so
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see the Undying Winter Wyvern. we got the Brewmaster. We got like a frozen Brewmaster is just perpetually getting drunk.
Yeah.
I guess it's very pretty standard for
Oh man,
Brewmaster.
Rick, there's
Yeah,
only
pretty
10
standard
seconds
for
left to pick a
Alabama.
hero.
I actually
Yeah,
I don't know much
5
about
seconds
Alabama,
left now.
so you're gonna have to fill in the hate for me while
Radiant
I just
team
kind of
ban.
root for UCF.
Okay, so Alabama, at least in football, they're just always very, very, very good. So I think the same year that Alabama was the quote national champions was
Mhm.
also the same year that UCF went undefeated and was
Oh.
not invited to the playoffs.
Oh.
Correct? All right, I'm getting nods. So everyone in Orlando
10 seconds
and
to
everyone
pick
that
your
went to
hero,
UCF
Moron.
refers to them as refers to UCF
5
as the
seconds,
national
Morty.
champions.
It'll be fine.
And even the mayor of Orlando declared that UCF national champions. Yeah.
Governor Florida as
Governor
well
Florida.
confirmed
So
it.
we ran it up the flagpole pretty well.
Nice. I mean, UCF's still undefeated, if I
Radiant
recall.
team
Yes.
pick.
Like, we've been doing pretty good this season.
Necrophos.
Yeah, I think yesterday. So
Come on,
someone at
Dire
work has
Team,
a
pick it
whiteboard
good.
with a counter, and when I left on Thursday, it was 665 days without a loss.
Yeah, we're getting close to the 2-year mark, I think.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But that's the UCF football team.
Not the Dota team.
Not the Dota team.
Dota team, not undefeated
You really
champions
gotta
for
pick a
almost 2
hero. You got
years.
10 seconds
Yes.
left.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they're working
Yeah,
towards it.
Yeah.
5 seconds left
It's
now.
a long road ahead, but I don't know much about Alabama's Dota team. Do you know anything? No? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like so they've got Undying Winter Wyvern, Brewmaster, Monkey King, and Necro.
Yeah. Let's actually, I guess, let's talk about the lineups and the heroes and how these team compositions are kind of rounding off, because we're getting towards the end of the drafting phase. Looking at the lineup, I imagine that they're looking for their mid player for UCF. And in the pool, let's see, Lena is banned, TA is banned,
Bloodseeker's banned.
Bloodseeker. The Spirits are still in the pool, Ember or Storm if they want to pick those up. Yeah, actually, Storm Spirit's not terrible here.
Yeah, the only thing I think I would worry about is the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, that is the one big here.
But you almost certainly want to go Lincolns if they picked up the Storm from the Necro and the Wyvern.
Yeah. What else they got? There's a good amount of lockdown already. Okay, there we got the pick, and it's a Zeus. All right, I like that because I feel like they were kind of lacking a little bit of a punch beyond the Earthshaker for like straight up burst. I guess the Centaur and Ogre can throw like a little bit of burst in, but the Zeus really kind of rounds that out nicely. Yeah. And it also really good against the Necrophos, which is most likely going to be mid lane because he'll take extra damage under that Ghost Shroud. Cool.
Yep. So looking at the top, I think it's a 5 Winter Wyvern, then 4 Undying. But this is kind of interesting. So the Brewmaster, Monkey King, and Necro, all of those heroes, I feel like could be 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to put money on it, I'd say the Monkey King's a 1. The Necro's mid.
Yeah.
Putting the Brew in the off lane, probably with the Undying, just to make it like a really annoying lane to deal with.
Yeah,
Winter
I would
Wyvern's
agree.
just supporting top. As far as UCF's lineup, the Weaver, pretty sure we can call that a safe bet at the safe lane. All right, let's check out these units here.
Munchie's Rick, we're in some real trouble. I know, Morty. Just follow my lead.
Yeah, so we're going to have Weaver, already heading towards that top lane. And he'll probably be supported by the Ogre Magi, Earthshaker, Centaur going bottom lane with that Zeus heading towards the mid. He already has a ward as well, so he'll have some high ground vision. And one of the things I really like about Zeus is that lightning bolt. You can just instantly deward the enemy team.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
That's actually interesting. You kind of put it like just straight on his side in the middle. It's not even actually covering a rune spot. I normally like, I do play a lot of mid personally, so I would have preferred the have at least one of the runes being covered.
Maybe he just expects, playing against that Necro mid, he just wants to try as hard as he can to.
Until the game starts,
Just really focus on the mid matchup.
My things ready,
I do like the Necrophos' items early on. 3 branches, a magic wand against a Zeus is pretty much a requirement, and a little bit of shared Tengus as well. Pretty interesting position actually from the Radiant squad.
Yeah, it looks like they might be going for really early harass.
Yeah, Weaver, there's a good chance he'll be able to pick up this room with the Saguchi. It's on cooldown for a little bit longer, but with the Ogre Magi scaring away the Brewmaster, looking at these other runes, the Radiant do pick up the bottom rune from the Dire side.
But yeah, it was really good. The Weaver going in a little bit early, so he can go ahead and make the Brewmaster make the decision, do I want to take these hits or get this rune?
Yeah,
and he back down.
I'm a really big fan of aggressive play on the runes early on. I like to try to assert dominance there. Some teams, they'll have their mid laner just kind of try to block the creep wave. But if that means you can get like 3 or 4 runes, I think that's a pretty good trade.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty even block. They met like directly in the middle there.
Yeah.
Here comes that Winter Wyvern from behind.
There we go.
We might be dead here.
Yeah, this is going to be close. 1 or 2 more hits. Good. Oh, the Death Pulse. That was very close. Close call from the Zeus. He did have the Fairy Fire, so he could have popped that if he needed to. But initially, the Winter Wyvern was really throwing in a lot of damage with that Arctic Burn. So top lane, interesting. We're not seeing a dual lane setup. I feel that's very common in the current meta. But our Radiant team is opting to just throw the Brewmaster in the off lane. So that's interesting.
They're really trying to go after the Zeus. The Winter Wyvern is just chilling.
Yeah. Also the Boyer is going to get sniped.
Oh, yeah.
Zeus did pick up a healing salve, but that means he's not going to have his bottle for quite some time.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and check out the bottom lane as well. We have the Undying and the Monkey King in the bottom lane. This is nice because the Decay will work really well against these strength-based heroes like the Earthshaker and the Centaur Wool Runner. It's a kind of a double melee setup, pretty unconventional actually. You don't see 4 melees in one lane too often. And this is, I gotta say, it's nice for Earthshaker because he's notoriously a weak laner. His strength really comes in later on when you have the Echo Slam and initiate those team fights with like a Blink Dagger.
Right. Yeah, I think you just kind of making sure that the
Mid lane. There's a lot of damage being done. Throwing out the Fairy Fire. First blood.
Nice.
You've just
Wow.
achieved first blood.
That was
Thanks and
really
have
close.
fun.
The skin of his beard.
Yeah. I like that skin of his beard. Cool. All right, well, UCF coming on the board, getting that first blood. Stun onto the Winter Wyvern, who has decided to move towards that top lane, going back to a normal dual lane setup that we weirdly didn't see early on.
You got the courier there, and
Oh,
that seemed to
yeah.
be pretty
That's definitely worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah, Courier is actually worth significantly more than a first blood because you get gold to everyone on your team. All right, so let's check out the last hits. Let's see what's going on here. So Monkey King seems to be in the lead. Weaver pretty close though. It's actually pretty neck and neck across the board. Brewmaster has 6 last hits in the off lane. Looking.
Yeah, that's compared to the Centaur with only 1.
Yeah, I imagine he's getting more of the farm. Oh, nice block.
Nice dodge.
And he gets the
Stomp.
fissure as well.
Yeah,
Needs to get a little bit farther away. Looks like the Soul Rip is able to finish off the Earthshaker.
Yeah, they kind of stacked their stuns there. Like the Fisher came out right when the Stomp did,
Yeah,
and they didn't quite.
it's too bad.
Yeah.
Because the Earthshaker did such a great job of dodging the stun from the Monkey King, the Boundless Strike. Mid lane looks like Winter Wyvern's coming in again. Zeus very low rotation of the Ogre Magi. Ooh, very, very close. That was another super close scenario.
Yeah, it looked
where
like the Winter Wyvern actually canceled his last attack.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Maybe got a little scared by the Ogre Magi, or just assumed that it was, a confirmed kill.
Yeah.
Also want to point out, infused raindrops on the Zeus. That's going to help him out a lot in this line.
Look at that, still 9 stick charges though on the
Yeah.
on the Necro.
Also, once Ghost Shroud is picked up, the healing from the Magic Wand, it's amplified.
Yeah.
Bottom is missing.
So, Zeus not able to pick up a rune. He doesn't have his bottle yet, so not the biggest deal. We could have some action in the bottom lane as Ogre Magi is rotating. He'll be spotted by the Earthshaker, who is still level 1. Really just trying to get a little bit more experience.
Yeah.
Bottom is
It's
missing.
a rough kill.
Top is missing.
That wave is really pushed in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can really kill the Monkey King right now, even if they get all of their stuns off.
Yeah.
He's pretty tanky. He can't jump into the trees just yet.
Maybe if they go after. Oh, they found the.
Yeah, dying. We'll throw a little bit of damage on him. Nice heal.
There we go.
Fissure. Okay, yeah, that should finish him off. Nice. There we go. Monkey King could look to kind of turn this around.
Yeah, but he already used his Boundless Strike.
The Jingju Mastery can really throw out a lot of damage. Nice stun.
Another stun. Oh.
Oh, that must
little
have
bit
been
off
right
the
out of the
line.
range.
Yeah.
Winter Wyvern's also teleported bottom. 5 minutes has just passed, so we'll see who can pick up these banner runes. Ogre Magi has been able to grab the 2 bottom ones. Undying teleporting back to the bottom lane as well.
And that top one though on the dire side still just hanging out.
Yeah.
Does that ward see that?
Looks like dire
I don't believe
structures are
so.
fortified.
Oh, that is just.
Ooh, I think
on
it's
the edge.
just out of the vision.
Yeah. I can't tell if we can see that or.
If I let's see, I forgot the hotkey for going to just, I think it's F1 or F2. There we go. Yeah, the ward just barely misses it. Look, the graphic shows. I think that's because we're observers, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was the F2 and F3.
Nice. Look at us. Look at us using hotkeys.
That's right. Hey man, I've cast a lot of Dota in my day. Although I'm pretty rusty now.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a few different engagements going on. The Earthshaker throws out the Fissure.
Should be fine.
He
does not.
Actually,
Oh, he does not
I
have
don't
boots.
know. I think he's just dead.
Dying has boots. Okay.
Yeah, the boots that made a
On
big
both
difference.
fronts. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and also being level, I think he's just level 2 now.
Yeah, Earthshaker is, I believe, the lowest level right now. Yeah, he's level 2. Ogre behind him. Yeah, leveling wise, looks like we missed a kill. Centaur was picked off by Monkey King.
The Monkey King.
Yeah, you can't underestimate that Jinju mastery.
It just comes out, the damage, unexpectedly.
Okay. Yeah, so far 4-2.
Dyer's
It
middle
looks
tower
like
under
Alabama
attack.
has a bit of an edge at this
Right.
point in the game, but it's still super early on. Anything can happen. And Brewmaster's picked up his power treads. He's getting a lot of experience as well in this lane, but so is the Weaver, already up to level 6.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have that Zeus got a pretty good start. I think he's gonna have to put in some work.
Yeah, the Zeus will have to eventually rotate around and help the other lanes. That being said, Necrophos with the invisibility rune, Winter Wyvern
And
nearby.
They have the Reaper Scythe. They
Did-
probably just want to get this. There we go.
Yeah,
And he's done.
there it is. Very nice. I like they needed some sort of lockdown because
And
these
leave a
heroes currently don't
purulent
have much.
corpse.
So the Necrophos throwing that out. Very smart.
Yep.
That's unfortunate for UCF because, yeah, man, that Weaver was getting a good amount of farm in.
Yeah. Oh, good block off.
Nice
Except
Weaver.
doesn't get the stun onto the Monkey King.
Yikes. All
Dyer's
right.
top tower is under
Bottom
attack.
lane not doing so good, unfortunately for UCF. It looks like Zeus seems to be the only one that's just kind of hanging in there. Necrophos did get a kill. He left the mid lane for a while, though.
Yeah, so Zeus slight edge and experience. Pop the ult from Brewmaster.
Dyer's top tower
Get
is
some
under
damage.
attack.
Yeah, I think he got the
Got the ogre?
mage
Okay, I
kill
see
with
that.
that as well. Weaver. Ooh, let's see how aggressive Weaver decides to get. I don't see too much kill potential thanks to the Drunken Haze,
Yeah.
but it's only level 1. There's a long cooldown on it.
No one else is coming in.
Yeah.
But he's
Mine is the
plenty
negative
fine.
armor's really coming into
going
effect.
deep.
Let's go. Can we get a kill from our good old
Hmm.
friend Poop Loser? Great name, by the way.
Right.
Oh, Zeus.
Oh,
one
no.
more hit. If only the Zeus coordinated a little bit more with the Weaver, I think they could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
That being said, the Winter Wyvern may be a bit of a consolation
definitely.
prize. And he goes
Okay.
down. All right.
That's a lot of time we were spent, but at least got something out of it.
Yeah, and at the same time, the enemy heroes in that top lane weren't really getting any farm as well.
And they did get the Necro, it looked like, probably during that time.
Yeah, it
So
looks like,
that-
yeah, during that engagement, Zeus with the double damage rune
Yeah.
bottle. Very nice.
They probably pulled in extra work with the ultimate,
Yeah.
helping out in 2 lanes.
So we're definitely seeing the power of the Zeus pick.
Mhm.
I think he's really starting to come online and kind of just keeping UCF in the game, I want to say. Although Weaver did a good job top lane as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of, using that time lapse, just kind of trying to trade some hits with Brewmaster, not doing the best job. He's just, Brewmaster's one of those innately tanky heroes.
Yeah, Drunken Haze, and now he's got his Undying there to babysit.
Yep.
He's not really gonna unless okay, there's the ogre coming in.
All right. Still, even with the Ogre, I'm not sure. Maybe they can get a kill on the Undying. Brewmaster,
Right.
30 seconds till his ultimate. Still pretty darn tanky. It's the Stout, the Blonde, and the Power Trip. Let's see what's going on bottom lane. This has mainly been kind of in the favor of the Monkey King.
Yeah, I think this one
This
Earthshaker's
is-
dead again.
Yeah, I think he's just going to die. The Monkey King's just a little bit too fast. He gets a stun,
Yeah.
but it's just not enough.
Huge hammer, Earthshaker.
And the 10-minute runes will
Next
be picked
time.
up. Winter Wyvern grabbing both of the bottom ones. Meanwhile, top lane.
Picked off the ogre.
Yeah, we have a teleport coming in from Earthshaker who just respawns. Blocks that ultimate from Brewmaster. Brewlings
that's
come
really
out.
tough.
I don't know about this. Okay, he gets the kill, but I'm not
got
sure if
wand
it's going to be
charges.
worth it.
And Takuchi? Okay.
Ah, so close. Wand charge, the Emoliate. Okay, I think he's just barely
Yeah.
getting away.
That
Wow.
was close.
Talk about calling it closing.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, unfortunately, Zeus, who was having a great game, finally gives up his life. Monkey King is getting a little out of control.
Yeah.
Centaur gets the stomp off.
Oh, that shrapnel blast.
Yeah, he's getting hit by a lot. Not surviving this one.
Hello, this is Gabe.
Yikes.
You got
Okay,
Thanks for playing
so
Dota 2.
I'm not quite sure what that
Double
Zeus was
kill.
doing down here. Maybe try to make something happen, but
I think he wanted to try to curb this Monkey King from getting a little out of control, but
yeah.
he's already starting to get a lot of farm, looking towards the Battle Fury.
Yeah, he's very close too.
Yeah.
Well,
Battle Fury
yeah,
this
pretty
early
close.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, about another 1,000 gold, and they'll have
Killing
it.
spree.
Oh, poop loser though.
Yeah, he's making things happen in the top lane. I like that. Actually, Brewmaster, very low on health. The Brewlings are
Dominating,
down.
I guess.
Nice.
Double kill.
Okay, so both cores are starting to get a good amount of farm and kills in. Winter Wyvern though comes in, gets a revenge kill on the Open Magi.
Splinter Blast is just so much damage in this early game.
Yeah, and yeah, he maxed it out as well. So that is a 340 damage nuke.
Yeah, and it's a pretty low cooldown too, right?
7 seconds.
Yeah.
Move back to mid lane antics.
Is the Necro building a hood? Already has it. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the hood, so we'll probably see a pretty early pipe from him. That's what Cyragar went on his Necrophos and the match earlier.
Actual land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the actual land game.
That we're all here for.
Yeah.
Death tax.
Let me just check and see. Okay. By the way, guys, if you're watching, let us know about the quality of the stream, the audio and stuff. If anything sounds off or could be improved on, just give a holler in chat. Let us know. Weaver with the double damager, and they're really looking to get this Monkey King.
Yeah.
It's possible. Undyne's nearby. This Weaver's got to be very careful. Okay, the stun comes out. I think
Going in.
he still has his ultimate.
Doesn't
Nice.
quite get it.
Very smart play from the Monkey King. He's healing up thanks to the salve. Reinforcements arriving as well. There's 4 bottom. Necroforge joining in. That's a lot of healing.
The Centaur is done
He's,
for.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice stun.
I think he's still dead.
A little bit of a delay.
Mega kill.
I like that he kind of just threw that out there. Weaver, though, I don't think he can survive if he tries to run in
Yeah.
and take on 4 people by
needs-
himself.
We'll just waste a little bit of time there. I think he probably just, as soon as you see that there's 4 there, you turn around and go hit creeps.
Yeah. Okay, meanwhile, top lane, we have a little more action as Brewmaster's used his ultimate. I think he was going on the Earthshaker, who was able to juke through the trees too effectively. And now all
I
of a
think he has
sudden,
stuns. Okay.
yeah,
A little
okay.
bit stacked, but here comes the Centaur.
Yeah, the Centaur would be the one to finish him off.
Do they have Centaur ult? Because they're just gonna.
He's level 5 still.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is awful. That hurts so bad.
Not enough mana. The Fire Blast is on cooldown. Over
Radiant's
didn't have any
top tower is
mana.
under
He's working
attack.
towards those mana boots.
Oh boy, Tyre's bottom tower's getting hit.
Just yeah. Centaur, a sliver from level 6.
Okay, Weaver going on the Necrophos. That being said, I don't think he's really actually in too much danger. Ghost Shroud is still up, 17 one charges, the Death
tower's
Pulse.
under attack.
The Soul Rift.
That force
Yeah,
field leads
also,
me to
but
believe
there's
that
so
Dire
many
is
healing
fortified their
sources.
structure.
I would have loved to see like a Winter or an Ancient Apparition
Yeah.
from the CF squad because that shuts down a lot of healing. A lot of tank ability, Poop Loser. This is the time lapse.
Man, I think I feel like he's
Dire's
just
bottom
wasting
tower's
time.
under attack.
He's not hitting. He's not really getting anything out of this. They're just kind of slowing down the tower
Oh,
push.
geez, Morty, they're going
I
after
did
Dire's
like
bottom
that he was
tower.
being very aggressive and got a lot of kills in the top lane, but trying to come to the
great.
bottom,
Dire's
it
bottom
hasn't done
tower
much.
just
I
got
know they wanted to
destroyed.
get some kills on this Monkey King.
Yeah.
It just feels like he's a little too far ahead by this point.
Yeah. They didn't commit enough. Then when you do that, I would rather just commit a little bit less. Put your carry back in his safe lane. See, now they've got some vision. Although they both have vision up there.
Throwing down the tombstone on the high ground. Zeus is going to spot that though and get some free gold. I think it's like 200 gold,
Yeah.
150. So it's pretty much for free. Spot the Monkey King. Going on to the Zeus. Uh-oh. Zeus is in some trouble. Okay, nice fissure. Well saved. Throwing out the Zeus ultimate, but the Unbounding Strike finishes the job. And are we going to get a third commentator in here? Yeah, let's do it.
Grab a chair, bud.
Do I need to add in a third audio source and obs
No,
for this?
no.
Okay.
Everything should be through here.
Okay.
All right, what up, ladies and gentlemen? We're bringing you
Onage.
Ian. Alrighty, turn you up.
Nice. So
All
third
right.
commentator coming in here. Let me. Actually, why don't you go to
Sound
my
good?
left side? Because I'm kind of controlling the obs right now.
There you go.
Double kill.
All right, and you are the
Dire's
coordinator
bottom
for the
tower's under
CSL
attack.
team, right?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
So move your mic a little bit closer
That
to your
force
mouth.
field leads me to believe that Dire just
There you go,
fortified their
perfect.
structure. Radiant's middle tower is under
All right,
attack.
so we have a bona fide TriCast.
Those
Yeah.
rascals are
Well, he was like
hitting
talking.
Dire's
He was like
bottom
talking to himself
tower.
behind. I was like, well, this is good stuff.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
it was
attack.
kind of hard for me to hear you because the
Whoa,
headsets
Dire's
are pretty good
bottom
at
tower's under
canceling noise
attack.
out.
So how do you feel about this your team right now?
It's looking a little rough.
Middle tower's under attack.
Yeah,
Dire's
you
top
know, only
tower's
down by
under
9k
attack.
gold, 10 kills.
I wonder what they're
16
gonna
minutes
build
in.
where Dire's top tower.
I've seen
Jeez,
worse.
Radiant's
I don't
middle
think-
tower just got wrecked.
Now he's had a ton of
If you were a
kills.
millennial,
It's
I
done
don't
it
know.
right now.
Middle tower's under
Finish
attack.
that though. I don't know about Battle Fury Monkey King.
Yeah, that's a little odd. I don't see that too often. But I can't deny that he's super far ahead right now. That didn't come from the Battle Fury, though. That just came from, I think, superior laning and rotations from the supports.
Yeah, I think
Almost as good as me.
he planned to farm more, but then their playstyle, they've just been pushing on this tower a little bit.
Yeah, I would have probably liked to see something like, what's it called? The
Echo Saber?
Yeah, that's the one I was,
Yeah,
was thinking
that's what
about.
usually if you know you're going to be
Who needs a
battling,
cloud?
but he is their 1 position and their 3 position. The Brewmaster doesn't quite, he doesn't really build damage.
Nah, he's more of just like in your face, soak up damage, be annoying, carry some auras. Sometimes you can build Brewmaster if he has a really good game into like a damage dealer. Maybe like pick up a Radiance or something.
Yeah, but they force out this brew split. The Winter Wyvern is here. Okay, and and also the Undying.
Turn, they have the ultimate out. I don't
here
know
comes the
if he can
Necro.
escape though. Okay, there you go. Using the ultimate, interesting.
That was really good.
I
spend.
have expected like Winter's Curse to be used, or like they would just throw out the Necro Scythe. Okay, it's on cooldown. That's probably why
Okay.
they couldn't get the kill. But
Yeah.
if that Scythe is on off of cooldown, I don't think Centaur's escaping that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to say he just picked up that Rod of Atos.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, they're just moving around as a squad. They have 4 mid here, 5 mid here.
A lot of impressive coordination from Alabama.
They are, like you said, though, they have so many heals that they can keep up this sustained push almost indefinitely. Look at that. And also a Blink Dagger now on the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Weaver smartly getting out of there as soon as the Atos hit him.
Yeah.
Also, like, who's really the urn carrier? Okay, hold on that thought, because Winter's Curse, that double damage Weaver.
Yep.
Oh, man, that's not good. And they'll throw out the Monkey King ultimate, who's zoning everybody away from this tower.
Yeah, look at that. The Winter Wyvern, even before that kill, had more net worth than the Zeus. So the Zeus that had a really great start is really
falling off. But yeah, like, at least like the upgraded urn, Spirit Vessel could have been an effective tool against all this healing. Rod of Atos once again onto the Centaur. Nice fissure, blocking away some of the Radiant heroes.
I think he's still toes.
Yep. That crit
Nod.
400 damage. A Q that has an insane range.
We just can't quite do much.
Oh,
Big
nice.
Dagger picked up.
Echo Slam, but
I don't think it'll be enough.
it was flashy. Yeah, I just don't think it's enough. Yeah, Reaper Sight finishes off the Weaver. They've lost multiple heroes. Oh, I actually saw the Battle Fury do a little bit of cleave damage there.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Uh-oh.
Gosh.
Now this Zeus
Brutal.
is going to die.
Okay, he at least finishes off the Brewmaster.
Oh, okay, good.
Forerunner ult, trying to get the Zeus out of here. Look at that Monkey King so fast.
Yeah,
He doesn't even wait with his Primal Spring. He just like jumps
Immediately.
and then jumps.
yeah. He did go back for he picked up the Echo Saber after that.
Okay,
After the
I
Battle
like
Fury.
that.
Now he's getting really scary.
So a
Alright.
3-for-4 trade. That being said, it's still looking pretty negative overall for UCF. I think they actually lost a few more heroes in that engagement, and it went on for so long. They responded and died again.
Yeah, I think it's still not a bad trade for Dire.
I agree. Like they need anything they can get.
Yeah. So now look at these net worths. Monkey King is out to almost twice the net worth, just a tad off twice than Weaver. And then you see those bottom 3 all on Dire.
All melee pretty much supports. I mean, Centaur's
That
not a
6
support,
wards
but
up on
he's
the
got the
ogre.
farm of a support. Also,
Yeah.
okay, nice fissure. I don't know if that's going to
There
save
they
the
go.
Centaur. Weaver teleports in, try to do a little bit of damage. Monkey King getting stunned. He's got a lot of lifesteal and healing to help him out. The Soul
Oh
Rip,
my god.
bring him already back up pretty high. Brulin split. They'll finish off the Ogre Magi. They still have a lot of ultimates from the Dire squad. They can use that. The Winter's Curse. Zeus ultimate comes out as well, trying to throw in a little bit of damage. Winter Wyvern is the only one picked off, however. Everybody else is pretty healthy, except for the Monkey King, who's already on the back lines. And have they dove a little too far?
I think
Brewmaster.
this Undying that really really helps out. And they have so many defensive tools.
He's waiting for him.
Oh no, yeah, it's a
Oh,
trap
no.
weaver, no! And Poop Loser.
Yeah, he got slowed by the Echo Saber on the Monkey King things, and then right into the.
Jeez, Morty, they're going after Tyre's
I feel like
tower.
Weaver's playstyle, it worked early on into the match because there wasn't enough lockdown and not enough burst damage to actually kill him.
Yeah.
But the Dire, or the Radiant are so far ahead at this point that he can't really get away doing that. And he's forced to play more conservatively. Otherwise, this is just going to keep happening.
I think if the Weaver had like another finished item and was playing the same way, he'd be doing a lot of work. But
Okay, nice.
that's
Echo
a,
Slam. They get the
there's
Monkey
Echo.
King. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, look at that.
Godlike 10x streak
Yeah.
ended.
1K
That
for
gold.
the.
Crap.
All right.
How much gold does Earthshaker have?
Earthshaker. He
The
got,
Ogre got the kill
Yeah.
on the Monkey King.
Yeah, in the feed, it looked like Ogre got
Alright.
it.
So Ogre moved into second
He's
lowest.
got 2k gold.
Yeah, so what do we think? Maybe Force Staff? Glimmer Cape?
Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, both solid items. Uh-oh, Necrophos.
Okay.
Off as well. Weaver.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go,
We
UCF.
see
Let's
you.
go. We're coming back. We're not dead.
It is an abysmal team to go up against the
Yeah.
high ground with the Zeus and the Earthshaker.
Yeah.
They just kind of, but I think that this doesn't seem like an Alabama team that they kind of just let go a little bit there.
They definitely dove. Like when they kind of went over here with like two of their
Yeah.
heroes, and then the Echo Slam came in. You have to respect the Earthshaker.
Yeah. So a Ghost Scepter picked up on this Winter Wyvern.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a lot harder. I think in these fights, the Weaver's done a pretty good job the past two fights to pick off the Winter Wyvern, but
I don't know if I agree with the Ghost Scepter because if you look at the Weaver, he already has the Diffusal. So I'm not really sure what the Ghost Scepter is supposed to accomplish in this scenario.
yeah, because it looks like it's probably only Weaver that's gonna be right-clicking here.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Okay, stun, blink. Jesus.
Bad time to be working.
Okay, Radiant got some DPS still.
But that did tank the whole smoke gang.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So it looks like they were trying to make something happen, and then all of a sudden they
They'd
just have a
gone the
pesky
other way they
5
could have
position.
found.
They did
Groove.
prevent the
Yeah.
Radiant from getting vision over there, though, because I think the Winter Wyvern, his purpose over here was to do a little bit of warding.
Yeah, but the Brewmaster looked like who they were heading for. Right.
Third completed item, the Desolator on the Monkey
Oh my
King.
god.
I mean, Monkey King, he's still a little squishy at this point, but boy, does he hit like a tank.
Yeah, now with DD, they can take this Roche quickly. What items do we have on the Weaver?
The Weaver, I think he still just has the Diffusal Blade
Going
going
for
BKB.
BKB.
Okay.
I like that item choice because if you look at the heroes from Radiant, they have a lot of spells that can kind of trigger the Lincoln's sphere, but don't do a huge amount of damage. Okay, Undying kind of sacrifices himself to allow his team to get the Aegis, which I'm assuming is gone on Monkey King. He
Yeah.
throws out his ultimate. Oh,
Got
that's
a DD.
brutal. Yeah.
Oh my god, he's gonna clean up.
That Fisher saved the Weaver.
Yeah, this Weaver is probably dead.
Oh, they can't.
Winter's Curse, actually keeping the.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
Okay, now I can. Oh, he didn't get his ult off.
So nice.
Does it even matter though?
Yeah.
I don't. It actually doesn't even matter, despite completely fumbling that ultimate.
Yeah. I like the idea though, because you can lock them down and then wait for the Winter's Curse.
Yeah, there is that delay on Necrophos' ultimate.
Yeah. So that's pretty nifty, but they just kind of. It didn't really matter in the end.
Yeah. It's like something that I guess if you saw in a pro game, maybe it would like turn something around.
tower's under attack.
Uh-oh, UCF. Looks like Alabama's knocking on their tier 3 mid tower, and I don't see much that's stopping them from getting at least one win of racks in this scenario.
Yeah. Do we have a Blink Dagger yet on the Centaur? I'm assuming not.
He
Oh, we
has
do.
one,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He didn't have one for the longest time.
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
sitting last.
Had
in,
a stout shield this whole
trying to
time.
go on the Monkey King. The problem is, even if they kill the Monkey King, he still has his Aegis. They instantly take out the Centaur. Echo Slam
Okay.
coming in. Very nice. All right, the Swarm is hitting a lot of these heroes over Magi, providing a lot of support for this Weaver. He's getting a little low.
Oh no!
They have buyback though. I would like to see some buybacks. Sorry, Zeus buybacks. More damage coming in. They take out the Weaver, who doesn't have a buyback. I feel like these buybacks for UCF needed to come like instantly if they wanted any chance of winning this fight.
Yeah. They kind of bit hard on taking out the...
Don't give him the rampage, Loke. Don't do it.
Come on.
They tried to kill that Brewmaster for so long, and they just kind of tunnel visioned.
Yeah, and I think on the back of that team fight, we're going to see at least 2 barracks fall on UCF's side, and it could straight up be the game.
So who we buyback? Okay, the mid and
Pretty much everybody did. Weaver didn't have enough money for buyback.
Right.
I know Zeus bought back. I think
yeah, Shaker did.
yeah, Earthshaker definitely did.
But they made it stick out longer, so people couldn't.
Yeah, Ogre has a buyback, and Centaur doesn't have the money for buyback.
Yeah, he's
Actually, he does have it.
Vanguard,
Still level
but still, I mean, this is rough.
That's a very rough game. Fisher hits 2. Weaver will try to move forward. He's spotted, though. Atos hits him, forces a time lapse away. Centaur, Stampede, but the Monkey King, he's ready to throw out a lot of those extra monkeys. And the damage is coming in. They're going to take more people down. Buyback. Weaver's on the sideline for 78 seconds. They're getting Undying pretty low on health. The problem is the Centaur just jumped into 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much curtains for UCF in the first match. I don't know if this is a best of 3 or a best of 2.
Oh, it's best of 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. That's pretty much all.
Oh, he's going in. Okay.
Coming into the well. Oh,
Manor diving.
Manor diving. Sorry.
Did they take out the rack stop? They still
They're working
They're
on
doing it.
They're gonna get
Okay.
it. Yeah. Not much really stopping them. Brewmaster looks like he wants a sheet stick.
Yeah. This Atos is actually doing a lot of work to hold the Weaver down.
I agree. It's done a lot of damage for sure.
Yeah.
Not direct damage into it.
Right.
Earthshaker.
And also, if you saw that fight top, that was when they actually got the combination of the Winter Wyvern, the Winter's Curse into the Necro ult.
Yeah.
So that time it worked, and then there's not really much Weaver can do.
They just need a little warm up.
Yeah. And the Weaver is basically forced to pop time lapse whenever he gets
Atos gets on him.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I do like the BKB, even though it's not finished and you probably won't get to.
Yeah.
Over the Lincoln Spheres, there's so many ways that you can easily pop that Lincoln Sphere. It's not going to be too useful against a team that's got this much damage and this many spells.
So for the sake of our land, can we just tell them to GG out? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I want to see the comeback.
Yeah, but
It's possible.
It's possible.
29-minute mega creeps.
Yeah, they've taken 1 tower so far.
Yeah, I mean the problem is there's not even really like much tower pushing potential on the Dire side. I mean Weaver with a little bit of negative armor and Centaur with return.
Weaver queues up the rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy, I want it for you.
That's
I really do.
ambitious.
Yeah.
Look how much it's taking to kill us 1 creep.
Yeah. Keep it up, you little bug. You can do it.
Let's go, poop loser.
Wow, these guys are megas. Okay, hold on. 1,208 health and 1,270 health. So the mega creeps have more health than the Weaver right now. That's the story of this match. The creeps are stronger than the Dire heroes, unfortunately.
And the Weaver's dropped now to 5th in net worth, behind that Winter Wyvern.
Undying's the only one that's kind of below some of the Radiant heroes, and not even by a lot.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Who needs a cloud?
So yeah, I'm not seeing any universes where UCF pulls a comeback.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love them to win.
Especially now, I mean, the Monkey King has Black King Bar, so there's not really anything they can do. If he just wants to go hit the towers, I feel like he can just go hit the towers.
Yeah, looking back earlier on into this match, some of the things I'm just kind of thinking of that kind of went wrong for UCF that maybe could have gone a little bit better. The bottom lane, the Centaur Earthshaker combo, they got demolished by the Monkey King and then support.
Yeah, so we kept talking about it being a 4 melee lineup, but that Monkey King is like half melee. So when everyone else is melee, he really gets an advantage
Yeah, that staff can extend out pretty freaking long.
Yeah, I think what I would have liked to see a little bit more is the Weaver just up.
Trying to get that cleave damage and those brownie points at the ultimate.
I feel like it didn't do any damage.
Really? Oh, the Winter Scourge on the Earthshaker. Oh, even the Fountain can't keep Earthshaker alive against his teammates. Okay, I think we're seeing the final tier 4 tower.
No hope of the Echo.
Yeah.
Centaur blinks in, gets sheeped instantly. Or staffed away.
I think the big turning point, one of the turning points for me is when the Weaver spent so much time trying to fight against the 4 that were pushing bottom tier 1 and tier 2.
Yeah.
I think I would have just liked to see the Weaver do some more split push.
Yeah, he didn't get too much accomplished, and the Monkey King kept farming and kept getting kills.
Yeah.
A lot of it is the Zeus. He's our best player by a decent amount, so they're used to just leaning on him.
Okay.
He'd win mid, and then we can work off of that, but they gave him a hero I've never seen him play before.
Oh, okay.
You could kind of tell. They tried to get creative in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, I like the pick, but like you said, if he's not too comfortable on how to... I don't know.
These are some interesting graphical glitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he can't take Zeus, at least it seemed like he had a lead there, but if he doesn't know where to go after that...
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go have a little chat with the team before the next game.
Give him a pep talk. Tell him that, you know, they didn't do bad. They can still come back and win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming they're going to get into a lobby pretty soon, but until then, I guess we'll just pop off for a second.
Yeah, I'm going to go find something to drink.
Yeah, when you're casting, you need that water.
You don't even realize it, and you're just like, why do I feel like I've drunk a desert?
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back with the second match of CSL, Alabama versus UCF. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the Polarity stream for Alabama versus UCF Collegiate Star League. My name is Whiplash. Moses will be joining me momentarily. He's just getting a drink and some snacks, and he is kind of managing over everything as well for the tournament in the LAN. By the way, this is a best of 3, I believe, and we're going to be getting started pretty momentarily. So yeah, just stick tight, and when the match gets started, the commentary will resume, so yeah.
Radiant team ban! Oh, Dire team ban! Dire team ban! Whew, Radiant team ban! Oh, Dire team ban! Come on, Radiant team, you gotta pick them right! Dire team pick!
Weeks.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds
Dire
left to pick a
team,
hero!
pick 'em up!
Winter Wyvern.
You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Radiant team pick! Bad Rider! 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Whew, Radiant Team Band!
Oracle.
Oh, Dire Team Band! Uh, 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Yeah, 5 seconds left now. Radiant Team Band! Oh, Dire Team Band. Come on, Dire Team, pick it good. You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. Yeah, 5 seconds left now. Radiant Team pick!
League's assassin.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Dire Team pick.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Polarity's cast of Team Crimson Guard, aka Alabama, versus Knightmare, aka University of Central Florida. Let's go ahead and get our third man on the microphone. I'm Whiplash. Oh, you're not? Okay. Okay. All right, well, it's just going to be me, Whiplash, and of course, Moses.
I'm Moses. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like the stream title says, this was a LAN. We're taking a break because one of the teams here is the UCF CSL team. So you probably have been tuning in, so you saw that game one was a little rough for our heroes.
Yeah,
you
there
really
were
gotta
moments
pick
of
a hero. You got
brilliance.
10
There were
seconds
moments
left.
I saw UCF doing the
5
right
seconds, Morty.
things.
It'll be
Early
fine.
on, the Weaver made some very aggressive plays in the top lane that paid off. Zeus had some very close calls middle lane, but still managed just to eke out a victory, I want to say, and made the Necrophros not as dangerous as he normally would have been.
Right.
But the real problem was the bottom lane, and I felt like UCF, they had a Centaur and an Earthshaker in the bottom lane, and against that Monkey King, They just weren't able to do enough, and the rotations from the supports of
Yeah.
Alabama came through, and Monkey King just ran away with the lane.
Yeah. So and as you can see, first race ban from UCF on that Monkey King, and also on the Brewmaster. It seemed like they thought that brew was too much to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I guess something to consider
Entire
with
team ban.
these Collegiate Star League games is that these players, they're not pro players. They can be quite good, don't get me wrong, but that oftentimes can translate to shallower hero pools and, you know, less signature heroes. So
Yeah.
if you take away some of these heroes that were clearly very impactful in the first match, you may have a better chance at fighting heroes that the enemy team is not as comfortable with,
10
or
seconds to
like
pick
they
your
aren't their
hero,
signature
you
heroes.
moron.
But it looks like if we see the first 3
Yeah,
picks for Alabama,
5
it
seconds
looks like they're
left
going
now.
for a very similar strategy than they did, or as they did in game 1.
Yeah.
So they have the same Undying, but their next 2 picks, Oracle and Abaddon. If you saw game 1, they
Ooh,
stacked.
Radiant team
They had
ban.
Necrophos, Undying, Winter Wyvern, all for heals.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of
Come on,
sustain.
Tire Team, pick it
A
good.
lot, and we never got to see that Ancient Apparition counter either. I feel like
Right.
that is the single best counter
Mhm.
when it comes to healing. There's still like Undying, Oracle, and Abaddon are both. They all have a good amount of healing. I think that the Ancient Apparition pick would still be pretty useful in this
Oh, man,
situation.
there's only 10
That
seconds
being
left to
said,
pick a
the
hero.
supports are kind of already picked up.
You
And
better pick your
it
hero.
looks like
5 seconds.
Ursa, he's probably going to be in the safe lane. Occasionally you can put him mid, do some funky things with him, but I suspect that UCF will save their final pick for the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have picked up the Ancient Apparition. Maybe he's just not a great. Maybe not in a good spot right now.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. I mean, even then, it's just that hero just screams out to me when I see a lot of healing. And also, there were nobody built an urn on UCF's squad as well in the previous match, or Soul Vessel, which can be an effective counter to the healing as well.
Right.
Winter Wyvern, Bat Rider, even Nyx Assassin, I think, are all heroes that can carry the Spirit Vessel, and I would really like to see that from UCF this game.
Yeah.
Also, though, as far as the lineup is considered, Alabama, a lot of those healing heroes, like we've mentioned, but they've picked up the Morana and the Anti-Mage, and those are heroes that we did not see in the first match. And I'm curious to see how they will be handled a little bit differently from the Monkey King and what was the other core? I guess the Morana's probably mid lane.
Yeah. I think so.
Get
Okay,
on
that's
in there.
Alright,
Choose
I
that
like it.
hero.
Yeah, I like the Tiny a lot, especially against the sustain, because obviously he wants to go for these bursts. So he obviously can't burst the Abaddon, but he can burst the Oracle and Undying before they can get off their spells and start healing. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of initiation on UCF's squad as well this time around. I see a lot of heroes that are going to want to get those Blink Daggers. I see 4 out of 5 heroes that should probably have a Blink Dagger
Yeah.
on UCF's team, and Nyx
Probably
is,
even just the Nyx too.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I honestly put Blink Daggers on all of them.
Yeah.
Let's go. They're just UCF, I want you to charge the enemy team, charge on Knights. Looks like we're going to get into the match. So this will be game number 2 between Alabama and the University of Central Florida. Alabama leads 1-0 in this best of 3.
Right.
I do like UCF's draft a little bit more than the previous match, so let's see how they'll do.
I can see a remnant of the previous draft with that Zeus. I don't know.
Why aren't they doing
They
anything?
have
They're
some
just
weird
standing around.
graphical issues,
Relax,
but you can
Morty.
see.
In game, it seems to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Maybe because the quality is set to the fastest instead of like highest quality.
yeah.
It actually like doesn't show some of that stuff. It's weird. This game can be ran in pretty high settings.
Yeah, this is actually, if you're tuning in, this is obviously your home for Super Smash Brothers in Florida. But if you aren't aware, we mostly stream
Magic is an
console, we mostly stream
abomination.
Super Smash Brothers. So we just downloaded Dota onto this our streaming PC today. So we are not used to it. I think we've streamed a couple Overwatch LANs, but that's been the extent of our PC gaming streaming.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, PC streaming is
don't
actually
look now,
easier than
but
console
battle's about to
streaming.
start.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
God,
you don't have to
no,
deal with
I ain't
all
ready
the
for this. I
capture
ain't
cards
ready
and
to do
a
this.
multitude of other issues,
Right.
especially with Melee.
God, yeah. We got a skirmish here. So we have the Bat Rider that's actually in the top lane. So it's gonna be an Ursa. Ursa off lane and mid Tiny.
Maybe they're looking for more favorable matchups. They want to be very aggressive and prevent the anti-mage from farming.
Yeah.
Possibly putting Poop against the anti-mage.
Who's blowing that stupid horn?
Oh, Poop Loser gets the rune and puts a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like the runes are pretty evenly split between the teams. Winter Wyvern getting a good amount of damage from the Oracle. He hasn't picked up any spells yet. Ursa can't slow, but he can stack the Fury swipes. 308 movement versus 307.
It goes for the dispel.
Fortune's End.
Okay. It actually doesn't dispel the Fury swipes though.
Yeah. Interesting. Anti-Mage has decided to teleport to the top lane. I think UCF, they really wanted to get that Ursa versus Anti-Mage matchup.
Yeah.
And smartly, Alabama is rotating their Anti-Mage to the top lane. That being said, I'm not really sure how these lanes are going to turn out. Maybe our third commentator who just joined us on the microphone can tell us what's going on.
Definitely interesting lanes. I don't like bad against AM, but they can't pull it off.
Okay.
So you mentioned last game that the mid player, you hadn't seen him play Zeus. What how do you feel about your mid on Tiny here?
Does love Tiny.
Okay.
Oh,
what do you know? Thanks.
Very nice.
XD's got my back.
There we
Let's
go.
go, XD.
Yeah, he's all right.
All right, I see it.
One thing I've noticed about XD is that he seems to really know the limits of his character very well. He'll play like until he's like one hit from dying and then just narrowly survive. Bottom lane, we're having a little bit more action as well. Abaddon being chased down by the Ursa. A few Fury swipes up to 5 on him. Robin doing some damage as well. Undying though, he has that decay, which can pretty easily stack up. Loser actually down like the 60 health. Abaddon could put on the aphotic shield and go for the kill, but yeah, he should have shielded earlier. Also, look at these. Very smart using the heal, using the salve as well to keep UCF heroes alive. Already, these lanes are looking a lot better than the previous game for University of Central Florida. Marana picking up the haste rune in the mid lane. No bottle yet. Uh-oh, bot lane. I guess I jinxed that on the Ursa. Ended up dying. Winter Wyvern 1 second on the Cold Embrace. They'll keep him alive. But Undying does take a few hits from the tower. He's okay. 28 decay strength. That's pretty ridiculous. How long does this spell last? Jeez. Okay.
And we swap lanes again.
Another lane swap. Wyvern coming to the top lane with the Ursa. Yeah, they really want to play Ursa against Anti-Mage and prevent him from getting a lot of farm. So meanwhile, mid lane, Tiny diving pretty darn far. Doing a good job denying. Up, almost got a deny on that ranged creep.
But last hits looks like pretty good. Anti-Mage is having a good game, like you said. That's why they swapped the Ursa up there. But the next 3 heroes on the dire side.
It's weird, like, there's a lot of early game action. Things have slowed down a little bit. Although I'm sure things will pick up in any second. Undying actually not a lot of health, so he can't stack those decay charges. Bat Rider actually doing a good amount of damage with his Fireflight. And yeah, this is... They could potentially kill him. Okay, the stun goes off. Undying as well. He does get some stack charges, but nope. They finished off. UCF picking up another kill.
Nowhere to run. That was good.
Very nice. Okay, mid lane. Oracle throws out a little bit of a nuke. Not doing anything to Tiny, who just salves up. I gotta say, this Marana may have a tough time against the Tiny if she falls a little more behind. This Tiny can just like burst her down.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. Double Wraith Band. Just trying to get like a little more stats to help out against the Tiny.
So you can see the Tiny
like a madman.
Yeah.
16-13.
That's very impressive.
Tiny's not even going, so he's going to go Treads, and it looks like he's just going to Treads right into Blink after the raindrops. I like it.
Yeah, Tiny already is like a level, like 3/4 of a level ahead of the Runner, like even more than that actually.
Now he's got this Invis, see if he can do something with it. He just picked up a new tree.
He does.
Trying to catch that Marana.
Let's see if we can...
How much HP should you have?
740, also the Fairy Fire as well.
Okay.
There's a leap 3 charges of leap.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough. We'll see if he can make it work though.
No avalanche?
Nope.
Mark?
I think he wanted to bait out the leap. And then Miranda just didn't fall for the bait.
Tis mine.
Okay.
Alright.
5 minute.
Oh,
okay, there we go.
Got the
There's the
toss.
leap, toss, and
Oh,
the
walks
kill.
up.
You know what?
It's needed.
XD knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
He's gonna watch this VOD later and be like, I'm gonna question mark these commentators.
I never doubted you for a second. Okay, so additional support from the Oracle. Deciding to, or at least, I guess, leech XP while the Miranda was dead.
The Abaddon.
Yeah, Abaddon dying in the bot lane as well.
Bat running.
Bat Rider. Okay,
The
okay.
stun on the next RD.
He doesn't have enough mana, and there's no manga or anything, just a clarity potion, which won't give him any mana in time.
Just barely gets out of there alive.
40 health. Actually, the enchanted manga could have been used on the Nyx Assassin, I think, and Bat Rider. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Can you use
You can show them. I forget what combination of buttons
I think you
gotta
actually
press.
you have to click on. You have to like activate the mango and then click on the allied hero and be in range. The anti-mage teleporting to the bottom
Just
lane.
Switching lanes.
Change places.
It shall not be.
Middle is
That being
missing.
said, like the anti-mage constantly teleporting around, he does have you know, a good amount of blast hits. I can respect him moving around like that, but it's got to be annoying to constantly move from lane to lane just to avoid the Ursa, who's already saying,
Already
"Hey,
here.
what's
Yeah.
going on, man? How you doing?"
Oh,
And
nice.
Just a tombstone
Oh,
for
and
free.
yeah, free tombstone. Let's
All right.
yeah.
Mad
125
about
gold.
that.
I think it's pretty. It would be a fine lane again at the Ursa. So pretty much wherever this Ursa is, I think he's gonna be happy, except for maybe
My
mid.
thanks to
Yeah.
thee.
It seems like the Ursa's purpose in this match, or strategically for UCF, is they want to prevent the anti-mage from getting too much farm and getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have left the bat there. Just let him go around and just like force the AM to blink and then have the bat run at him.
Yeah, uh-oh. Dying, getting a little low on health. He heals himself up with the Soul Rip. Do we have any more stuns? One more hit. Oh. He gets a good decay off.
AM
Just
might have
enough
saved him
health.
there just with the pathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Radiant's
bottom
top
or
tower
mid
is
lane.
under attack.
We're on a one
One more
hit.
hit?
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
no.
two. No. Those raindrops definitely keeping Tiny in a pretty safe health range.
Snipe it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Too low.
he's
I
not.
I don't think it's going off that
Tiny
time.
has 1600 max HP.
God damn.
No. It looks like an item's being delivered to Tiny. Just a clarity and a healing salve. There's the double damage rune. Surprisingly, no one's picked it up. Actually, it went a full
Max
2
is
minutes
gonna-
without getting
oh.
picked up.
So it's just about to go. Look for it.
All right, top lane anti-mage once again has rotated. Let's we can start taking bets on how long until Ursa teleports to the top.
Yeah. I think that's too fast.
Actually, that has to be pretty careful.
He's shield right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not have it?
He's not level 6 yet.
I think he's just
No,
asking
you
about
can
like
just
the
shield
modern
and
shield. Yeah.
get rid of the napalm stacks.
Yeah. Interesting that he
Might not
didn't
have
do
had
that.
mana.
Oracle's invisible top.
Try to again.
Okay.
and pathing.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him try to juke through the trees, but I don't know if he's surviving regardless.
Yeah, he didn't go for the purifying flames.
Uh-oh. Bat Rider. You gotta get out of there, bro.
He's fine.
Ah.
Looks like dire
Throwing some
structures
nukes
are
onto him.
fortified.
Double kill.
Oh,
And
wow.
Fairy fight.
that it's not often you see an Oracle get a double kill.
Yeah. It's not often you even. I don't even think you see Oracle that often in games.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I haven't seen too much.
It seems to suit the playstyle for this Alabama team.
Yeah, the definitely the very like heal heavy lineup.
Okay, we see the Ursa changing lanes again.
Hey, man. I like it.
Okay, it's Morton Mass now.
Cool, that's gonna help him out.
So you can pretty much solo Roche here really soon.
I'm not sure if Radiant will let him do that, and especially once Winter Wyvern hits level 6, that'll be a little bit more difficult to pull off.
Well,
Oh, my bad.
on the same team.
Ignore what I just said.
But I think, yeah, see, I think they're already setting up. So they're trying to I assume they're going to pressure this top lane and then
Killing
open it up
spree.
for Roche.
Meanwhile, looks like Tiny got another
Dead
solo
again.
kill. Instant teleportation out from the anti-mage.
This is this poor.
Alright, Oracle, you're gonna pay for your sins against UCF.
So is that level 6? Is he level 6 yet? Okay,
Yeah.
he is level 6.
Free Radical, the Abaddon, level 6. Then popping that.
The thing is, he still
Are they
has-
gonna just dive him?
You gotta keep.
Yeah, it only lasts for a few seconds. There we go. They use a Flaming Lasso to secure the kill.
All right.
And will this translate into them pushing onto the tower? It may not, but if you look at the time, the 10-minute runes have just spawned, and UCF will secure themselves both of the top runes. And it looks like Alabama got both of the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Tiny's doing amazing in the mid lane. If you look at the level difference, level 10 Tiny versus level 7 Mirana, I mean, that kind of tells the story right
Yeah.
there about how this mid lane's been going.
This is going to go to 3 games, and now our land's going to take until midnight.
Oh, yeah.
I told them.
Do we have to play like?
I told this UCF team that I needed 2 quick 15-minute wins, and they didn't even try to listen.
They got like 4 minutes left to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Dota, man. You know how these games go. Arrow flies out, swing and a miss, but they may end up getting the Ursa, which is the important kill, and they'll probably get the Bad Rider as well. Okay.
Ursa not have was he cooldown for the ult?
I think he had it.
Okay.
Killed
he
him
had
too
it.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of those things where you're like, I don't know if I really need to use the ult, and then you're dead. So the answer was yes. You just didn't get there.
I think the Ursa was already like kind of low on health as well.
Yeah.
So when you have a 3-man gank rotation coming in,
Yeah.
that's not the best time to be under 50% health.
So look at this. This is exciting though. 2K on the Tiny already. Blink Dagger queued up.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it starts to really open up for UCF. Because a lot of these heroes, at least the Mirana, the AM, and the Oracle, I feel you can just burst it down.
Oh, I think a poop loser on the Ursa. He finally got the anti-mage, the elusive anti-mage.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I don't know, man. That's a really good question. Oh, Ursa, he sees the courier. I don't know if he can go for it. Nah. That's too bad. Okay. Abaddon teleports
A
bottom.
dominating performance.
Okay, sorry I keep missing this Tiny. He's just... Tiny, you can get kills pretty fast. Just
Yeah.
saying. Okay, loser, he kills off the tombstone.
All right.
Nice. All right, actually, this is not Nyx Assassin. This is actually just Tidehunter. He came in and saved his teammate with his ultimate.
Like that hitbox is kind of bullshit, and you know
Yeah.
it. But whatever.
That was a
did
little
look-
iffy.
That was a little weird.
If I try that, it just misses both.
Right,
Are
you
you
go
playing Dota Imba or
in
something?
between the-
What's going on?
Between the goalposts. So we do have level 7 on the Winter Wyvern, and a Blink Dagger coming out for the Tiny. Does he have it now?
Yeah, he's got it
Got
now.
it.
Nice.
But he has revealed it, so he's not going to get that easy pick off to begin. But it is only 13 minutes in.
Interesting. So we just have like 3 like healers bottom lane.
Yeah.
Poor anti-mage. He's not even getting the support
middle.
right now. Oh. He's level 8 compared to the 12 of the Tiny and Ursa. Ursa's actually level 8 as well, so he's keeping up. You know what? Anti-mage isn't doing as bad as I think he is.
He's got the perseverance to
Take over the last
Oh.
bit to leave.
There you go. Getting a
Oh,
little
this
damage
forces
in.
out the.
I would have liked to see at least a mana burn. Oh, Tiki.
Uh-oh.
Actions going on bottom lane.
Oh, the disable.
Burns the
Nice.
disarm. You know.
Yep. Sorry, Oracle. It's just not happening. Blue's getting kind of
he
low on
doesn't
health,
have to do
actually.
it.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
they're right.
playing
You're
Dota
getting
2.
your life steal off of that.
Double kill.
Oh,
doing
wait, really?
something.
Is that because he doesn't really do
He's not
damage?
taking damage.
Oh.
Now, here's a question. Does he instantly get all that life steal after Fortune's Favor ends?
I would
You
probably
think it
You'd
should
think it
work like that. but
I would
that'd
think it
just
would be
a
no,
nightmare
though.
to go.
Since you just aren't doing damage on the hit. That's interesting.
Yeah. This is Dota 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is so. I just see Oracle so infrequently, or it's been so long. Just like, I don't know how this hero works.
I play that hero a lot, and I still
Any-
don't know how most of it works.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna press all my buttons. I hope it does something. I
Yeah.
can't really tell.
That's definitely how I play Oracle. Bat Rider spots the Oracle near the well. Okay.
All right.
Oracle does not want to die.
All right, free well use.
Okay. Bat Rider's got to be pretty happy.
Oh, he has a
with
blink
that.
dagger though.
It was on a cooldown.
Yeah, I just don't know if we pointed it out, or if I knew. Maybe you guys.
I
knew
didn't
and
point it
didn't.
out.
Okay.
It's now known Bat Rider has the blink dagger.
Alrighty. Everyone is on the same page.
So we have 1, 2 blink daggers.
Radiant's top tower
Ursa
under
is
attack.
working on a third one. I wouldn't be surprised if Nyx went for one as well. Oh, bottom lane. Could have a little bit of action happening as Tiny is getting his mana just ripped apart by the anti-mage.
Almost
Almost go
full
for it.
combo with that Oracle.
I don't know if anyone's building an urn on the Dire side, UCF.
I feel like it should be the Nyx.
Yeah, I would be okay with the Nyx or even the Winter Wyvern.
Nyx might be going blink. He's got.
Yeah,
in the bank.
I was thinking about that. I think Winter Wyvern or Bat Rider actually would probably be. They would honestly, like, they could all go.
Radiant's middle tower is
Spirit
under
Vessel.
attack.
But getting those mobility items first, like I can totally see that being more important.
We have Blink Lasso. Or just waiting. Yeah, definitely just waiting.
Dire's middle tower is
They
under
want to get
attack.
everyone in
Drag
position.
him into the tiny to finish it.
They just have to watch out for the Oracle.
Ooh, Dire,
Alabama
you gotta
already
fortify
knows
them,
like
their
this is not a
structures,
great
good work.
position to be in, and they need to
Double,
back
double.
off.
Oh, they have that ward right there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they saw Tiny coming in.
Definitely. Mid lane. Okay, double damage rune on the Mirana. Ursa, I'm not sure if the Ursa is as dangerous to the Mirana as the... Oh. Aw.
Dire's middle
He
tower
just stood
took a
there,
big
man. He didn't even try to
beating.
click
It's
it.
gone.
Yeah, I think it went chunkier than he expected because of that double damage.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of Dire heroes are kind of propagating in the bottom lane. They still want to, I think, take out this anti-mage before he hits that Battle Fury and just lay his farm as much as they can. Once anti-mage gets that Battle Fury,
Oh boy,
I mean,
Dire's
the
middle
farms
tower's under attack.
exponentially increases in speed.
Let him jungle.
And any wards nearby. This Nyx is like
Oh, that
kind of
Winter
in this great
Wyvern.
position.
Oh, right into it. It might be too. It might be bad for.
There's
Radiant.
a ward here. They know Nyx is around.
Yeah.
They're smartly backing off.
Dire's
Abaddon's
tower's
top
under
lane.
attack.
I think they're trying
like
to get him a
Dire's
little bit of
structures
farm.
are
He's the
fortified.
build.
Yeah, I like the Vlads.
Yeah, the Vlads. Okay. Not an item you see too often these days, but I think Abaddon's a pretty good hero to
Yeah, I
pick
like
that
it on him a lot.
Anti-mage just creeping closer and closer towards that Battle Fury.
Nah, he's creeping.
Damn it.
Top tower's under attack.
Oh, first a nice blink, follow-up stun from Tiny, and they get some bonus gold from the Tombstone.
Let's have it down.
Very nice. They should probably get this tower behind
Radiant's
us
middle
as well
tower is
without
under
any
attack.
real issue. I know Anti-Mage wants to finish
Man,
off
you
this
might as
Battle
well save
Fury.
that energy because
a couple
Radiant
hundred
just
gold away
fortified
from.
their structures.
It wouldn't be a
Radiant's
bad
middle
time for
tower is
Ursa
under
to
attack.
Roshan as well, actually, after they get
Dire's
this mid
bottom
tower.
tower's under
Yeah, so
attack.
they took top, and they have that ward up. Oh no, it looks like it got
Radiant's
dewarded
middle
in
tower
there.
is under attack.
The rune, the radiant rune on top.
Whoa,
Parry
Dire's
it.
bottom
Yeah.
tower's
I think
under attack.
Dara had that warded to kind of set up.
Radiant's middle tower is
Creep
under attack.
stacks.
Radiant's
Ursa's
middle
just continuing
tower
to
is
farm.
destroyed.
They got that mid tower. Anti-Mage, though.
Oh.
The support of Abaddon. There he goes.
Maybe that's what they were. Winter Wyvern was trying to get the ward up so they could do Roche.
Yeah, I mean, he does have some deep aggressive wards, for sure.
Mana goes down.
I don't know where that.
I don't know what
Just a
happened. Oh,
blink
for
blast.
Bat
Still
Rider.
solo. Okay.
Bat Rider and Nyx Assassin. Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. This tower for the Radiant's pretty low in the bottom lane. I'd like to just see that picked off.
Yeah, I think this Bat Rider is going to take it out.
That's what it looks like.
They're
Meanwhile, mid
unstoppable.
lane, we just got the tail end of Tiny comboing the Oracle to death.
This.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They're
attack.
looking for. Yeah.
Radiant just fortified
They could
their
probably get this
structures.
AM.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Radiant's bottom tower
If they
is
get
under
the
attack.
AM, I'm pretty sure the Ursa's going to go straight to Roshan.
Yeah.
Couldn't do much about Radiant's
yeah,
bottom
it
tower,
runs out.
could ya?
Okay,
Yeah.
there's Tombstone
Well,
once
that's what I
again.
call
And
teamwork.
is that more free gold? wow. And that's a 200 gold tombstone, so I guess it's a higher level. Stout, thrown, and
To the
deleted.
Ursa.
I feel like this is just
I mean, it was kind of going in the opposite direction last game.
Yeah.
UCF was not having the best of time, and it's a complete opposite this game. UCF seems to be very much in control and keeping the enemy on their toes.
If you were a millennial,
Very nice. Another
I'd
blink
say wicked
forward.
sick.
Lots of just amazing initiation from UCF's team. Okay, no, so Nyx Assassin, he is going for that Spirit Vessel. He decided he just wanted to get a little bit of extra speed from Windlace and then move into that extra healing and anti-heal for the enemy team.
the one thing about Abaddon versus Ursa is that obviously you can heal a full with your ult, but you still have all those Fury Swipe stacks, so it doesn't.
Oh, that was a little sloppy.
Yeah.
Just trying to let the tower finish him off. This could be a
Winter's
pretty powerful
Curse.
counter.
They need
Winter's
to get
Curse.
out.
Oh, he doesn't
Oh,
get it
no.
off. This is not good for UCF.
Yeah,
They
they don't
end
have
up
any-
losing more heroes.
They don't have any detection.
Oh, no, no. Okay, nice triple stun. Things that like Nyx may actually just die. He has to be very careful. He does have the Spike Carapace.
And he's got
And
the,
he's got the fountain as well. He should probably pop that.
Pop it now.
yeah.
Okay, Bat Rider.
Did it.
And
Okay.
as well. That.
I feel like I would have popped that shrine.
I would have liked to see like the Firefly and the Flaming Lasso
Yeah.
there. I think they could have
That
at least
could've done
gotten
a
a
lot of
counter
work
kill.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
So
Dyer's
over
bottom
the
tower's
course of
getting
that,
hit.
UCF, they lost the Ursa, the Winter Wyvern, the Tiny, and then the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
That felt a little sloppy, honestly.
Yeah. If you take a look now at this net worth, AM has slowly crept his way all
That-
the way up to the top.
And
Scary.
that's going to continue because he has finished off his Battle Fury.
Yeah.
When we go into the standard Manta style. Following that, Winter Wyvern. Looks like he may want to
Big
do a
thing
little bit
is
of
that,
rewarding.
like, the Nyx knew he had to fall on the sword there to save the Tiny, and he just kept waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have just, they should have just decided to clear, like, all right, we got to get out of here. And
Okay.
if they kind of lingered too long. But regardless, UCF is, they're still in an all right position. The
Dyer's
game is
top
certainly
tower's under
leveled
attack.
out a lot more. It's 13-16 at the 22-minute mark.
Yeah, and their net worth lead is now down to less than 1,000.
Yeah,
Dyer's top
negligible.
tower's under
But we
attack.
did get Echo Saber on the Tiny.
Marana,
top tower's
she's going to have to
fallen.
leap away a few times.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that the
that-
arrow?
I think that was
Oh.
too quick of a jump because the Tiny could have just
Yeah,
comboed
the
it.
Tiny needs to do it.
Yeah, the Tiny definitely has to.
Toss her back into Ursa.
Yeah.
Mhm. Double
Dyer's
damage
top
ring.
tower's under
on the
attack.
Undyne. I don't think that'll make much of a difference.
Sure looks cool though.
Yeah. Oh, bottom lane, Apton getting thrown away.
Dyer's top tower's
Throwing him
under
down,
attack.
body blocking, let's go.
Oh, do we have detection?
Follow-up stun, yep, and protection. Marana, though, nearby, we'll see more people coming in. Nyx Assassin is ready to throw out a stun as well. That Vendetta. Okay,
Oh,
nice,
no,
nice
gets the
toss.
I think they're definitely going for the toss on the.
He used the Spike Carapace
Other.
to try to trigger some sort of stun. It just didn't really work out the way I think they
Yeah.
wanted it to. No!
How do you
Oh
miss-
my god, that was
How did you miss
close.
that? Come on, man.
There have been some close calls to these
Winter's
arrows.
Curse.
Okay, another big engagement happening. Ursa blinks forward onto the Undying.
Killing spree.
And Winter's Curse and Fortune's End being used. Tiny, he'll go ahead, blink forward, and combo down the
Oh,
Oracle.
wow. Still dies.
Undyne dead as
Must
well.
have been a lot of damage.
Yeah. And, uh-oh,
Okay.
Marana, you're out of leap charges for
middle
a
tower
second.
under
Now
attack.
you're dead. So
Okay.
just like
Force
that,
field leads me to believe that
UCF
Dyer's
doing a
has
great job at
fortified
kind
their
of coming
structure.
back after a bit of a blunder in the top lane a couple
Yeah, it's
minutes
just
ago.
the same fight again, but
Dyer's
the
middle
sides
tower's
are flipped.
under
Yeah.
attack.
No one wanted to get out.
Yeah, they kind of missed that arrow on the standing still. But there was still no Winter's Curse, right? Or did we
Yeah.
miss it?
Didn't do it.
Off
I
cooldown.
think she was waiting to get the 3-man one, and
Yeah.
it didn't come.
They don't really have anyone that's like that hits super hard.
Yeah, Anti-Mage should be
He's-
the only
yeah.
one, and maybe Marana if she gets like a Maelstrom later on, which I don't see happening anytime soon since she opted for the Diffusal Blade.
Dragonlance coming.
What did he
Yeah.
TP in there?
Shot.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good
wow.
stun. Nice.
Hit to
Damn.
Dyer's
The Skull
bottom
Basher,
tower.
the procs.
So I think that AM just blinked in there for that room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Iris is like, oh.
Did he even get the rune?
I don't see it.
I don't see him getting the rune. I think
Hey,
Ursa.
it's 20. It's 24
Well, I don't know.
minutes. There
I'm
wasn't
not
one.
exactly
Why was
sure
he
what
there?
he was doing.
Oh, yeah. Why would he be there? That's odd.
Question mark.
Yeah. That would have been the perfect time for some offensive BM for
Yeah.
UCF.
Sometimes I told you earlier that I tried to work on not raging, but
Yeah.
I still have that reflex when certain things happen. You just like automatically question mark, and you're like, I don't know who that was. That's the old me, but he's still in there somewhere. But yeah, that basher obviously helped me out a lot. And probably built me right into a Abyssal Blade, I think.
Abyssal Blade.
Oh man, what? Get up on out of here, 'cause
Yeah,
Radiant
like
just
BKB, I don't really
Radiant's
see that
bottom
being like
tower is under attack.
too essential this match.
Yeah.
Maybe super late. It looks like Nyx did get picked off in the
Radiant's
top lane.
bottom
A
tower
lot of
is
Radiant
under
heroes
attack.
nearby, throwing out the arrow. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That one, okay. Tiny is
miss
actually
it.
a lot of damage being done to
Oh,
him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Arrows.
attack.
They're adding up. Driving support, 2 additional teleporters coming in, Ursa
Good
and
boy,
the Bat
Dyer's
Rider.
middle tower
This could
is
be a big
under attack.
turnaround
Radiant's
if
bottom
the
tower is
Radiant
under
can
would
stick
take
around.
winner's curse
Bat Rider,
right
there we
now.
go, very nice. Get the lasso. Murana.
Oh, winner's
Dyer's middle
curse.
tower is under attack.
Yeah. Oracle as well forced to use his Fate's Edict or False Promise on himself. Done, his ultimate's being used as well.
Dyer's middle tower.
Yeah, that's
Whoa, 40
That is a little
across the top
concerning.
line. I've seen
That
he
Rider
took the
actually
tower.
dies.
reality, so let me tell you, this
Tower
is
get out
definitely
scot-free.
not a remarkable
Oh, his
moment
Mantis Style is
at all,
finished as
in
well.
any
He's
way,
going
shape,
for
or
the...
form.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mega kill. Killing spree.
okay. Well, that was pretty good. They need to push this. They need to push this tower, because AM just took mid for free.
That was pretty nice cleanup there from UCF. What do you guys think about Aghanim Scepter on Anti-Mage?
Oh, damn, homie. Radiant's
So
bottom tower just
it
got
blocks.
denied.
It's like a Lincoln's that blocks.
Oh, it won't show me because I'm not playing as Anti-Mage.
Well, I think if you
It just says that the
here hit alt. Is that the
it,
button?
it doesn't tell me anything else about the Ags. You know what I could do?
Yeah. What does it do again?
It blocks it and
Yeah, it's like
okay.
spell reflection basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a really short cooldown, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anti-Mage, he gets lassoed with the Ursa on him. Stun follow-up from the Nyx Assassin.
Oh, man,
And the
Dyer's
tower
bottom tower's
denied, adding
Okay.
insult to injury.
So it looks like the AM got a little too cocky, but obviously that would be a situation that Aghanim Scepter would be useful.
Yeah. Still though, like Winter Wyvern, Nyx Assassin, there are ways to kind of get around that shield.
Yeah. Does it block items? Is it like a Lincoln's? Or is,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's anything.
By the way, it looks like you're right, Moses,
Yeah, I was asking
on
about-
the Abyssal Blade.
Yeah. So if it blocks the Abyssal Blade, that's
That's huge.
that'd be sick.
So if the bat picks up on this, there's an interaction where he can force staff the AM, which will push him into it,
Oh, and
which
then
he
he can.
wants anyways.
Right.
And then you lasso.
Okay. It's pretty nifty.
Yeah.
Also, if like there's an Aghanim's upgradable spell cast on him, it bounces back with the upgrade. Oh, no, it's for her, like the flying spell. It's not for the ult.
Nyx Assassin, are you going to spot the
There's
Oracle?
Generation.
Oh, he doesn't get the Vendetta, but it doesn't matter because Ursa's nearby. See ya.
So I
There's
think that
also the chance they throw the game because that goes to lasso him, and AM
gets
lassos
lassos.
2 people.
Oh, that would be crazy
That
actually.
happens. It's gonna be so bad.
Alright. Actually, what's this Radiant Courier doing over here?
I think it was trying to go to the Oracle, and then the Oracle died. Oh, maybe it's also providing-
Finally, Mara
Oh, you think it's a
somebody.
vision?
Uh-oh. Oh, the Mirage is going in.
Oh, the Marine got it.
They got the kill.
Yep, they got the kill. But the Aegis still goes to on Ursa. Gets a revenge kill. Local or Undying. Looks like we'll get the teleport out. They at least get the Tombstone.
Yeah, I hope they need to do something with this.
Yeah, I'd like to see some tier 2 towers get pushed. I'm pretty sure that UCF will easily get the tier 2
Yeah,
tower.
but speaking of
They
tier
just
2,
had someone bot.
that AM, yeah, like he immediately was aggressively linking forward.
But
Oh,
18 minutes
Radiant's
on
middle
his
tower is
TP.
under attack. You know, Mordian sometimes feels like
So,
being invited
I mean, if
there.
they,
Cheers, good work.
UCF probably don't know that the anti-mage TP is on cooldown, but
Radiant's
if
middle
they
tower
did,
is under
they would just
attack.
like instantly. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
Ursa's
yeah, yeah.
moving in there instantly. Wants to trigger that ultimate pretty early on the Abaddon.
Okay.
There it is. They
Toss
throw Oracle in.
There's no way that he
No, he's dead.
survives this.
That sucks. Like Oracle does not want to use Fortune's End or False Promise on himself. Like he wants to save it for his teammates.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage though, at the same time, that he's getting the tower.
I mean, he's gonna get at least as much as they are.
Oh, Radiant's middle
Arrow
tower.
goes out, misses people, and oh, down so close. There we go, the blank forward. Tiny doing a toss as well. Mirana is away. Okay, they get the lasso onto the Undying.
This whole time that the AM is still wailing on Rack.
Yeah, the problem is his entire team is like
Radiant's middle barracks are getting hit.
dying. They're gonna. Can he respawn?
I mean, I think this is fine for the Radiant though.
As long as they get a barracks, they're okay, and they need to actually kill off. Okay, got the tombstone, but they do need to at least get an even trade.
Well, there's some
Otherwise,
angry
this.
characters beating up on Dyer's
Oh,
bottom
the
barracks.
racks.
They hit that arrow. Yeah,
Wait,
Wow.
someone points back in.
he got the melee.
Oh, gosh,
Oh, okay.
everyone's so low. Okay, Winter's Curse.
He's still dead.
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna die.
yeah, the Undying's probably.
Oh.
Mage gets the Winter Wyvern though, and Undying survives. He was able to get enough healing onto him. So overall, UCF actually like
Lost.
they actually like
that
lost
engagement.
objectives there.
Yeah.
How much damage did he do the racks? Just the melee?
He killed the melee and did like half to the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, big yikes.
All right, come on UCF, you guys can do it. Just, keep that discipline and composure.
Devotion still hurts.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage has, of course, finished up his Agnum Scepter after mauling on the bottom lane for the past 5 minutes. That was really good, though, by Alabama's team. They were able to hold on to the mid lane and not lose any racks.
I think it just is they have such good stalling heroes. The Undying and the Oracle and the Abaddon. Like, it took them way too long to kill the Abaddon, and then the same thing for all the other two heroes, and the Undying bought back.
It's like, who do you burst?
Yeah.
They got the damage on UCF's squad. It's just, I mean, you need the time.
I think they probably should have just wailed on some towers after
Dyer's top tower's
they
under
killed one or
attack.
two. Because without the AM there, they don't really do that
Dyer's
much
top
damage.
tower is
Or maybe
done
they just
for.
like get more like item disables, like Yules or something, and they just like throw some of those heroes in the air, ignore them, and get objectives.
Yeah.
Okay, Ursa.
All right,
He's
we see-
angry. He's looking for somebody. Blinks forward. And he's going for the damage. He gets the stun onto the Mirana. She can jump away though.
Same time, AM's at the bottom racks.
The arrows hit Ursa. Yeah, AM going for that mid Rex. Bat Rider's nearby though. Okay, I like this. He does have the Yules. That can become useful. 2 dead already though for Alabama. Gonna try the TP away Undying. No, he gets stunned. Down he goes. And more free gold for the Ursa.
Dyer's middle tower.
Anti-Mage does get the tier 3 tower. It's kind of like...
He's chasing him.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it though.
No, he's not. And
Did he take the 2 second cooldown?
yeah.
Yeah.
This Anti-Mage is going to be super hard to actually like lock
It
down.
happened
the kill.
again.
Yeah.
Nice, but Bruiser finishes off the Dawn, and it's pretty much like it's like 4 heroes traded for like a mid tier 3 tower.
Yeah. And the rest of the range racks.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of the game you sign up for when you pick anti-mage.
Yeah. Okay, Ursa's picked up his Agnum Scepter as well.
They don't really have a threat though, other than the anti-mage.
I think it's like if for some reason there's like an unlucky arrow onto Ursa, like he just doesn't die.
Yeah.
There we go. Very nice.
again.
He's going
Oh,
to
no.
the Oracle. What's this timer on Roshan? Okay, so Roshan's got a little bit longer before he respawns. By the way, I don't know why this timer is so complicated. Does anyone else have trouble reading that?
Because it's Dota.
I had to have it explained to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the time that it can start to spawn... You know what? As soon as I open my mouth to explain, I don't remember.
The pressure is on.
Yeah, I know. So look at this. AM is already at the top, blinking forward.
Yep. At the same time, if Mirana dies, that's the main source of damage
Yeah.
for defending.
Took out the...
got a nix.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, I'll go back. Yep.
Instant buyback from the Marana. They're going to go on for that.
Oh, Aim's back.
Uh-oh. AM
okay.
is coming through. Ursa throwing down the ultimate. Let's try to get out of here alive. Rooted in place, though. Try to turn this around. The problem is there's no mana and no health. Ursa falls.
Yeah.
Defense is successful.
Dominate,
Oh, they
I
lose
guess.
Tiny. And this is a
Impossible
triple kill going to Anti-Mage of all characters. That's going to bring him pretty much in line with an instant Abyssal Blade.
Yep.
And just like that, 4 heroes dead on UCF's side. They all have buyback, but that's a yikes for me.
That's rough. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a yikes from us.
At least Nick's assassin kind of forced the anti-mage to kind of come defend
Yeah.
it. We're gonna have to see like at least 2 or 3 buybacks, I think. A little bit of delaying.
Yeah, but I think he
Dyer's
gets
top
his
tower
top.
is under attack.
There's a backdoor defense
Yeah.
for the time being. Not anymore though. Ursa and Tiny, I think they just have to buy back. Like, I think that unless they want to lose a lane of racks or some towers or something. Oh, very nice. Nyx assassin. Okay, they forced the false promise.
They're just waiting on the bat. But
Dyer's middle barracks are
They lost the range racks
Dyer's middle barracks
and
are
went to
getting
Riven's
plunged
help
into a
them
sea of
defend.
abuse.
So,
okay.
oh, nice. Oh, can they? I think they're actually going to kill off the.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I'm down with that. They're going to get some follow-up kills. They're going to get the Oracle. Marana should survive.
Or is that
Anti-Mage is coming back, though.
Okay.
Arrow flies out, so going to miss. Okay, so it's a trade-off. Buyback from the Bat Rider. Oh, yeah, this Anti-Mage, I think he smartly realized he needs to back out for the time being. If he dies, I think he has buyback.
Oh,
He
shit,
does.
Dyer's middle barracks are gone.
Oh, they got the mid-rex.
Yeah.
From what?
I think there's the siege creeps. It was already at half health for a while. UCF down to their final lane of barracks.
Yeah, this is just rough.
It's the rat game.
Yeah, the anti-mage is playing pretty optimally. I mean, it's what you want.
It's playing exceptionally well. Very annoying, hard to deal with. So many ways to avoid the lockdown. Like blink, it has like almost no cooldown. Yeah. 2.45 second cooldown. Oh, that's also just the arcane ring.
So this Nyx kind of hasn't. It got the
Wow.
spirit vessel, but I don't know when he hasn't really gotten anything after that.
I mean, I guess he has the blink dagger at least. Oh, okay, change. Nice arrow. Okay, there we go. Also used by Ursa.
Oh, they got
to the Miranda. Nice. They got him. Oh, the false promise, instantly getting him out of the lasso.
And they're gonna kill this Oracle.
They got the Miranda who has no buyback for 90 seconds, and 2 dead with no buyback.
Yeah. I mean he.
Oh, I mean, what else is he going to do?
And he already has the lane there. They're bringing back Tiny.
Smartly Tiny. That being said, like I think the anti-mage actually just beats out the Tiny. The Tiny can kind of delay,
Yeah.
maybe fight on the tower.
Is he just going
Okay,
through the back
here we go.
door?
We have a few more people
Dyer's top
coming in.
tower is under attack.
Oh, no, we got the wrong one.
I wonder what they're gonna build
Aw.
where Dyer's top tower is.
That's well range. God,
Looks like
so
they
it
were
gets,
playing like catch or something.
he just gets a free tower and he forces the entire team back while his Marana's dead.
I gotta say, like, moments like these are like, they're so frustrating as a player to deal with.
Yeah.
Like the rat.
Look at that, he's also buying a Lincoln.
Because why not?
Never wants to get lasted again.
Yeah. And after that, he's going to get a BKB. I don't know what that is. Can you imagine?
Yeah, just get rid of your boots.
Yeah.
How'd that work? Like, would he send 2 spells back and not get hit with 1?
I like that the anti-mage has picked up a few clarities. That's what's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
would
heavens,
it send
Albert.
2 spells back?
I like
That's
this
the-
build. It just seems like it's
They're
too late in the
unstoppable?
game for this to kind of be...
Thy soul
Goodbye, Bat
is in
Rider.
deficit.
We hardly knew you.
So Bat's down for a minute and a half.
And also, like, the 2 kills that were suffered on the Radiant side, like, it didn't even matter. Anti-mage just, like, ran around and started hitting buildings and forced everyone back from UCF.
Yeah.
So, what do you do in this situation as UCF? I mean, I feel like they're really on the back end right now, despite that kill differential.
Yeah, I think go for some smoke kind of play. I don't know. Maybe set up for Roche. Roche is probably being. Is he being done?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it is.
and I imagine that they're gonna put the boots off of Anti-Mage and they'll give him the Aegis.
Yeah, you can kind of brute force as much as you want. Yeah.
That's
Say
easy.
something about the Radiant.
He
They
doesn't
should
even
know
need
how
to
kill
right-click the move. He can just
Roshan.
blink.
It's about time
Yeah,
somebody
I mean,
took him out.
honestly,
That's a
like,
weirdo.
you
he's
don't need
giant
boots right
weird.
now. I guess he'll consider getting either Boots of Travel or Moonshard. Need it up. But yeah, you generally don't see anti-mages getting, you know, the Lincoln Sphere and the Agnum Scepter.
Yeah, I think it's just because they had so much lockdown.
Yeah.
This is gonna be rough. This Tiny might be.
Courier?
Okay, so they start to see at least the Abaddon. Yeah, they see the Marana.
Arrow flying out once again. I think I've only seen like 3 arrows. Like, okay, we have some engagement. Bad Rider getting instantly destroyed by the anti-mage. He's ultimate. They're moving on to the Ursa next. He uses his Fly King bar. All right, he's trying to do some damage to the anti-mage. He's just look at how tanky he is.
Winter's Curse.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it got
Oh
still
no,
up.
it's
Is
off.
Godlike.
It wasn't even used.
More than 2
Yeah.
kills.
Taking a whip with
That Winter Curse is essential too. Like that's
Yeah.
instantly like taking down somebody on the Radiant team.
And it can save your teammates.
Dyer's middle tower's under attack.
Wow.
Just these two left to defend against the whole team.
Wow. UCF went from being very far ahead and it looked like they almost had this game in the bag to anti-mage single-handedly carrying
Yeah. I think
Alabama.
they just they focused too much on that mid racks, then they didn't even get it.
Dyer's middle tower
Yeah.
just took a big
So it looks like the last
Gone.
few
Dyer's
seconds
middle
of this
tower
game we're
just
gonna
took a
wrap
big
up.
beating. It's gone. Oh
Are
boy,
you even
Dyer's
trying
Ancients
anti-mage?
under
Throwing some
attack.
shade out.
Oh.
GG is
Beating
called.
easily, the Dyer's in trouble.
That'll be it. Alabama wins over UCF 2-0. We had a much better showing from UCF in the second game. They
Yeah.
definitely won in the laning phase, but once that anti-mage came online, I think that just there wasn't enough to really stop him.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks. We're gonna try to get this land back on track.
Yeah.
I think we might have to move to best of ones.
Just move it to Turbo Games.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll be back in just a little bit with some actual land footage from Orlando, Florida.